You are a man of capacity.
You are a man of timber and caliber. If you trust me, I trust you too.
I trust you too.
Well, in what sense?
I trust you now. You don't go misbehave now.
That's what person go talk later now. You go the Air Force accusation against the person.
You not correct person now.
Am I correct?
Where's your
You are
evidence?
correct person.
That I'm correct. Yes, where is your evidence? I'm
Where's your
correct.
So you are saying
Is the evidence
his head is not correct. Is that
Until
what you're
proven
saying?
otherwise.
That his head is not correct.
Until
my
proven
God.
otherwise.
It's not that his head is correct until proven otherwise.
Exactly.
Well,
Which one
I
are you
think
saying?
tonight, I have caramel.
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 You see what I was saying?
I thought you said.
You see what
caramel.
I was saying?
I'm not caramel.
Evidence. This is my own evidence. Life
All right.
evidence.
I'm your life
Studio
evidence.
proven.
I'm not your life. I have your life evidence.
You cannot be in my life.
This is actually a
If
real
you are
life.
in my life, there is problem.
This is actually
Yeah,
a
the
real life
problem of life.
situation.
You are the problem of life.
They play my fan.
It is where.
Before I know you, I know how my life was.
Wow.
After knowing me,
Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Continue.
Life
Speak
turned
English.
better.
Speak English.
it is like turn better.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
everybody.
Because all
Everybody
those
shout
things
hallelujah.
Those things he used to do, they do them no more.
I now miss them, actually. Those things I used to do, I now
Yeah,
miss
the
them.
bad things he was doing before I met him.
Mm.
All right, welcome on tonight's edition
Okay.
of the program. It is Two Men Uncut on Western Spring Television. This is your television where we give you the best of entertainment, information, education, enlightenment. Whatever you want, you can get it right here. And that's why we say WSTV as it is. We say it as it is on this channel. All right, it is Men Uncut. This is where we talk about issues relating to the male folks. This is where we set our own agenda. We talk about issues affecting our agenda. Positively, negatively, semi-positive, semi-negative. We talk about everything. And tonight I have my guys in the studios again. And we're doing justice to something really big, something trending right now. It is the talk of the town. It's hot with the egg bass and bus everywhere. Tell me, how are you doing tonight? Glad to.
Why
glad to
are
have
you starting
here.
with me? You're always saying that you don't want to start with me, and
Because I like you.
I'm not sure you've not proven it, but I'll give
And
you.
if you
I'll
look
give
at
you.
it, if you look at it, you are my right hand.
Oga.
Which one enter heaven?
Okay, so now Dave.
wait.
Oh.
Ole akwa otu, ole akwa osi. Let's not the one with the left, now be good person. The one with the right, now no too good. But na right hand, now with the use pass. Okay.
Don't worry.
You are good.
I'll
You
give
are
you an option to
you are
redeem
good.
yourself after the studio.
Okay. All right. Glad to have you. Well, nice outfit. You look like a politician. I don't want to talk about with disrespect to you.
Thank you. It's a
you
pleasure to
look
be
good.
here. I'm not a politician, but you know, we're always in Nigeria. We are surviving. We are pushing.
Hey,
What are you pushing?
we're surviving.
The
we're
goodness
pushing.
of
That's
God.
how you get. Before, when you ask Nigerians, how you? I'm fine. I'm good. But now we are surviving. We are pushing. Everybody push.
Do you want me to lie?
Even rich man,
I can
we are
lie.
surviving, we are pushing. Poor man, we are surviving. We are pushing. There's no middle class again. I should be now high class, low class. I will get it. All right. Imprint. How you doing tonight? I like your spec.
Thank
Though
you.
you look like
The
he
criminal.
Yeah, you can say that
Like
again.
hate the politician.
I
Now you
love
dey follow
it.
him. Now
I
you
love
dey
it.
carry camera. They follow him.
When you see Mark Zuckerberg, you will not see him dressed too serious normally. But what he carries is
You go
capacity.
carry. Go
So
Normally.
you know, say now
compare yourself.
you carry my personality enter mode.
No, nah.
No,
I
because,
say it's every
because you
politician.
are allowing him
And I-
to subtly insult my personality. So now me too serious, Abi. No problem.
No, don't take it personal.
No
We're talking
problem.
about
It's
your
not
personality,
like
but
that.
don't
No
take it
problem.
personal.
But he has forgotten that after God is government.
Yes, only judge can God. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
As I mean, you're looking. I love the smile, the spec, and you know, the steez. Is he blushing?
16 years in prison.
Go and brush.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I still remain J to the A to the HMIC, John Michael, Mr. 223. I'm your love doctor himself, Michael with the stars. I tell you, we're getting bigger every day, and nothing is going to limit us because now God will run him. You have to send a man if for don't cast. I carry love for head, though. Let me check my head. You see right there. Love there. So we go on a short break. When we come back, we'll be going straight to the topic tonight. We're talking about something really big. Stay tuned. right, you're welcome back, and the program is Men Uncut. Straight to the topic for tonight. You want to look at something that is trending now. If you anywhere, as also rape, and false accusation. That is what people have been talking about right now, and that is where we're drawing our program out for tonight. And we're looking at false rape accusations. Can innocent men truly recover? That is what we want to look at. All right, let me start from let me start from today. Let me start from me. Can we say a man is truly innocent until proven guilty anymore? With the considering how fast the social media influence judgments. Because if you go to social media now, once anything drops on the social media right now, the next you see judgments. That's what they do. So they won't tribalize it at times. Yoruba people, that's what they do, not them. I want Guinea. So Igbo guys, not them. That's what they do. You start being judgmental.
Well, the sad reality of what we face today is the court of public opinion is gradually taking over our opinions, as in the real justice, the real judgment that we are supposed to be getting out there is becoming problematic to get. And I'm saying that because we find ourselves in a society now where everybody has an opinion. And then we have mediums or let me say media, that is allowing us to propagate our opinion the way it comes to us, which, if care is not taken, is shaping the opinion the way we want it to go, thereby in turn affecting the real victims in the case. Now, in the case of the rape and false allegations that is going on now, we are having the situation the way it is because different narratives are coming out on different cases itself. And the moment everybody is having their opinion, it will always affect the perspective at which it goes. And eventually, the sad reality is that it can affect the view of even a person that is a victim eventually. These things have a lot of negative effects.
Wow.
And we really need to do better as people.
So you feel like right now we may not actually get the right judgment.
Definitely.
Because, and what you see on social media, everybody's on social media. It may actually influence the judgment at the true law.
And the sad part is this: if the law court is saying something otherwise, then there is trouble.
They feel they are biased. They are not biased.
Exactly. Of which we are going to be forgetting the fact that the court of law is going to work based on evidence provided to them.
All right.
Not on our opinions.
All right.
But because we believe our opinion should matter, and then we have the voice to bring it out now, we are expecting the judgment to go in line with what we are thinking.
All right, before I go into the first video, I want to quickly chip in this particular. I want us to flip this thing the other way around. It seems this false accusation is favorable to a particular gender than the other gender. Who is accusing of rape all the time? Is it that, does it mean that men are not being raped? Is rape synonymous to only ladies? Or how will it feel? Can a man too accuse a woman of rape?
As out
in your own point of view. That's why you say as out now. To me, they say they don't feel rape, man.
In all fairness, right? We are living in a society where we have structural problems. And it's so unfortunate that this is now coming to reality, where we've always been saying it. Men are trained, men are encouraged, men are advised to always bottle up their emotions, whether the positive or the negative.
Not to cry.
If you are a man, your responsibility is to provide to your family, even at the detriment of your death. People don't want to know. Even the person you are trying to provide for may not take cognizance of the risk you are taking. So far, the food is coming to the table. And at the same time, in the negative aspect, as a man, growing up, a lot of men, boys, who were boys then, they've been molested. Molested by aunties.
Why do you call men's own molestation? They call it abuse. When it comes to women, they call it rape.
Wait, I'm still going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. When you say rape, rape is just like a older child of molestation. Yes, a older child of molestation. Like that's like, molestation too has, to the best of my knowledge, the law frowns at it, right? Sexual abuse in any form, whether physical or emotional, the law frowns at it. Where I'm going is that men have been abused by aunties, by neighbors. We've heard of a lot of men. If there was a time I was reading on X that men were encouraged to talk, but some people were using pseudo narrative to say if they have a close friend that had this experience, but it was so obvious that it's possible that they were actually the one. And some were so very bold to say that so person abused them. And when they say by abuse, as a young boy, a older lady is telling you to put your hand on her, frontal lobe, doing so many things, right?
Touch this place, touch that place. Come and lie down here.
Now, do you know the interesting thing? You are expected to enjoy it. Yes, you're expected to enjoy it. Even when you get home and you tell your parents, it is only so hard as a young boy, telling your parents that
come on your mouth.
You can I can just imagine how you will say it that they will believe you. Now, this thing is now happening in adulthood. Men are being raped. Yes, men are being raped. It's just so unfortunate.
Rape man.
Yes.
When you see it stand, when you still sit down, you first come.
Like I said earlier, they are expecting you to enjoy it. Especially coming from, in fact, you'll be shocked that your fellow men will be saying, what's wrong with you? Something that me I've been looking for.
Wait, imagine you go police station, come go, Oga, I want to come and report a case to you. What happened? A lady raped me.
Those are the structural problems. So the law is there to protect everyone, regardless of gender. But we cannot also put aside the court of public opinion, where even when you try to express how you feel, the society will say you are a man, you are supposed to enjoy it, right? In fact, some people will encourage you that, can you give me the contact of the person that did that to you?
Person can rape them.
Because so that they can experience what you experience. We have very weird and crazy fantasies, right? Some people, they want to, people, they will tell you that, please lock me up. Some people even say that they want to enjoy sex in a rape format. You can imagine
BDSM things.
In fact, it's even beyond. I don't know. I've not done BDSM, but from research, you understand what I'm saying? From research, it's even beyond. It's even beyond BDSM. You understand what I'm saying? So it's so.
Why you there?
Is the drink? Is the drink?
Young man, please, you have to be very, very careful in this studio today. You have to be very, very careful.
What I do now?
You have to be very, very careful.
There was drink in my mouth, and you are making sense.
Like siren.
Okay. I'm waiting for.
Continue, my brother.
Okay.
Can I continue?
It's extreme.
It is always extreme, right? And it is bad. Men have been wired, tailored
not to talk,
not to share their experiences. Men are being raped. The percentage might not be as high as that of women, but it is happening. But we don't get to hear about it because when they come out to say it, the first thing is a lie. Do you understand? Yeah. In fact, they will start asking you ridiculous questions. A question that they will not ask a female victim.
Did your thing stand?
But it is so unfortunate that if a lady comes out and say, this boy or this man sexually harassed me, do you know that it might even be that is trying to harass the man? Like, the situation, that's why this case is very dicey. We have to be, it's a very sensitive one. And so unfortunate that when they take it online, online is online. Everybody with their opinion, just like Imprint said. Then some people with their experience, things that they want to do. Some people don't even know anything about anything. They just want to. There's something they call mob mentality that's happening now. So far that I don't like this person. I've always hated your personality for a very long time online, and God now hates you.
One issue, we can't go do something.
We can't go do something. They will even allow you to grow or to blow in collaboration with some influencers online that are looking for content. Nobody wants to even know whether what they are saying, whether the accusation is right, whether the accusation is wrong. Okay? But for men, I will still say that men are being abused sexually at different stages of their lifestyle, but they don't get to talk about it. The society does not encourage them to talk about it. For the adult ones, they will tell you, are you not enjoying or did you not enjoy it?
Well, in addition to what you said, the sad reality is this. The format at which it happens in a male child or a man is different from the way it happens in a woman.
Let me
No,
know.
I'm saying this because based on discussions I've had with different people across time on this topic, one of the things is this: men are physical. Yeah, it is believed that men have more strength than the female gender, so you can always overpower them with your power, with your strength. So the male dominance is always there, which makes the rape allegation from a woman to sound
Acceptable,
more
straight up.
acceptable. But in the case of a man, in most cases, the sad part is that it will actually start with you being drugged. Now, how do you prove that something is done to you when you cannot even recollect what happened? So how do you come out as a man to say that I was raped? How did you get raped? And she drugged me. How did you know that she drugged you? She gave me
I woke
something.
up in the
Okay,
morning.
when you woke up, how do you know that
I saw
you were
I met
raped?
myself naked.
So all these questions will get to a point whereby you will sound confused as an individual because you really can't provide an answer to it. But in the case of a woman, they will always be alive.
If he will record you.
Exactly. So all these little factors, because let's think about it in the real sense of it. If external factor is not being added, and you as a man, you are not even willing, you are not consenting to it, how is it going to be easy for a woman to say that she wants to rape you when you are really conscious? It is something that is almost impossible. So
All right,
those things.
to drive this home, let's go watch the first video of it is a case of something coming from something. You know, something happened. You've read about the case of Mirabelle, and some other cases like that. And they were dragging this particular case on the social media. And there was a lady there who felt, you know, who is this guy criticizing the lady, even not knowing that the lady was actually lying to everybody. So she was angry. Why are you not supporting my views, my opinion? And you know, you must have seen it on social media, maybe on Facebook, when you say something and you're just sharing your own opinion, and somebody will just come under your own comment and say your head is not correct. How will you think that way? Blah, 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 because you are not on the same page. And that was the case with this particular lady who came into that guy's DM, who entered the guy's comment, lambasted him. Let's see the video. Let's see the video.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Adeife, and I am here today to sincerely apologize to David from the bottom of my heart. Recently, I made a very wrong statement on my WhatsApp status, tagging David as a rapist. David had only shared his opinion about the Mirabelle's ongoing saga, and our disagreement led me to speak very carelessly, and it is something that I truly regret. I want to make it. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm making this post to apologize to David as regards the post I made yesterday, calling him a rapist, accusing him of being a rapist because of his post. It was in the heat of the moment. I let my emotions take over me. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm making this.
All right, what happened there? Sorry for the mix-up. What happened there was that, you know, so along the line, the lady was angry with the guy because the guy was not supporting her own point of view. And the next thing, he just pounced on the guy and said, do you want to tell us you are not a rapist? And the guy was surprised, like, what are you talking about? Next thing, he started calling him a rapist, and he actually dropped his number on the social media, tell people, talk to him, lambast him, he's a rapist. And the guy was surprised. And before knowing anything, he started receiving calls from people, he started getting calls, messages from people, he started lambasting him, family, friends, people started calling him, how come? Who did you rape? What happened? And later, the guy had to, you know, he had to contact his lawyers, and they decided that they were going to sue the lady. First off, the lady deleted the message, and the first video you saw there was the lady apologizing for everything she did. But the guy is saying that, what about my image? What about people who knew about this? What about everybody who saw it on the social media? What about people who called me? What about people? And you know, in Yoruba land, they say, not everybody we see the first part of the thing. We know when the thing happened. Nobody all of them go see the end of it, or nobody all of them go know what happened. And some they will have this fixed mindset about the person that is a rapist, and which happens to be a false accusation. So she started apologizing to this guy, but the deed has been done already, and the thing was affecting the guy. Actually, the guy is a student of OAU. I think the lady too as well. So we'll look at that. We'll dissect this one first. So let's look at this. Let me start from you. What does false accusation do to a man? You're a man. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of that guy. Psychologically, what does that do to a man?
Okay, so I'm sorry. David tried, but
Oh, you even know his name very well.
no.
David.
Just
Yeah, his name is
coming
David.
from
Yeah, his name is David,
so,
actually.
but I'm so sorry. I may overdo.
You may.
I may overdo because where we come from, like if you look at it, I'm a Yoruba man, and name is very essential. And apart from that, I'm also a legal citizen. I'm a Nigerian that is protected by the constitution of this country. And under this constitution, I must protect my name by all means. So far, I'm not infracting on another person's name. You cannot just wake up and just call me unprintable names.
What I'm not.
Without
Because we're talking on
evidence.
social media.
You have to prove
Where
it.
you should have the right to your own opinion, and I should have the right to my own opinion.
No, it's even very easy. You just have to, all these ones, she has done the apology video, no problem. She will go and do the apology video in front of the judge in the competent court of law, where we now both test her hypothesis and my own reaction to her own statement. Because, like you rightly said, social media is powerful. It is an enabler. It is an amplifier. It drives public opinion. People that don't know you from anywhere, outside the shores of this country, they relate with you via social media. Based on trust, things that you've done, and a little smell of your name can bring down your entire lineage. That even your children, years down the line, they will still be seeing the news. And they will be like, they might not
Daddy,
understand the
how?
context.
What happened?
And it might deprive them of a lot of opportunities. What if you are going for some political position in the future and you know how politics is? Nobody wants to understand, oh, he was once a rapist now.
Despite the fact that it has been proven that it was wrong, they will still bring it up.
Like you said again, a lot of people see the side A like a disc. They will not see the side B.
Person will get phone when the thing happen. We don't lost in phone now. You don't know the end of that matter.
Or we no get data. People know they even
Or we don't get
use
data.
Nah, data they
Or we don't even follow the case again. He has to fix
because bad news trend faster. People that retweeted that rape statement will not retweet the apology video because it's not going to align with their agenda. Whether for personal amplification or for engagement. You know, there are some people online, both the rape apologists, the influencers, and the victims. All of them have their own different agendas. The influencers, they need engagement, both positive and negative. The apologists, they need engagement. The defendant, they need engagement. The victim too, trying to seek for redress, coming to public opinion. So it can damage a man's reputation. It can damage a man's business. It can close doors. In fact, it can lead to depression. A lot of people, let me tell you, there is a case, so many cases online. There is a popular case, I think probably 2023 or 2021 on Twitter. That boy, that very young guy was accused of rape. I can't really remember his name.
Yeah.
Yes, they dragged him. They started calling him. The guy wrote a suicide note
And he
committed suicide.
Yeah.
Suicide.
I heard about a case like that. The guy committed suicide, and
Everything happened real time on X.
came out and said it was a lie, that she didn't know. And I learned that it seems
Now-
the father of the guy went back to buy the lady, and the man is serving a jail time.
I don't really know what later happened, but I know that the guy wrote a
I saw
suicide
it- I
note
saw the
that
story like
all these people accused me. They dragged his family name, and the guy had no choice than just to go and commit suicide. Now, that is a soul lost, a soul that could probably become the president of this country, a soul that could probably become an innovator, a soul that could probably come up with mind-blowing technological innovations. Now he's dead. Just because of what? Someone sat down, access to phone, internet, very cheap internet though. Maybe I don't even want to call the name of their device or anything. Just call someone a rapist. So, regardless of gender, nobody should be called a rapist without evidence. And you must be able to prove it.
All right. Even if proven, after they've proven that, the guy is free, he didn't do it, he didn't commit the crime, do you think a victim like that can fully recover from the shame?
These things go deep. And the reason why I'm going to be starting like that is because it is one thing for you to be proven that you did not do it. It's another thing for you to forgive yourself for finding yourself in that situation in the first place. Because the moment this thing starts, a lot of things will definitely run through your mind. Let's assume that this is a person that probably they had something together on a normal day. Yeah, it can be the case of a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and then the girlfriend is claiming that my boyfriend raped me. I saw something of that nature happening here in Oshogbo in December, just December. So the guy was claimed to rape this lady, even though they are boyfriend and girlfriend. As a matter of fact, fiancé, planning to get married. But because of some other agenda in the picture, the lady had no choice. She believed she had no choice than to agree to lie against the guy that the guy raped her. So in this scenario, I was talking about this. I was privy to hear directly from the victim of this particular one when the person was like, he has spent nothing less than 45 days in detention. Now imagine that eventually the lady decides to be like, I'm sorry, he did not actually rape me. He's my boyfriend. We had sex normally. What will happen to him? Number one, trust level will definitely drop. Not just towards the lady, but generally towards people. Now, the moment you cannot trust another person again, a lot of things are going to be damaged in a person. You cannot tell me that legitimately you want to run business or any personal relationship with anybody on any ground whatsoever. So, which means that your trust level is going to drop. The confidence level is definitely going to drop. Low self-esteem will take over, no doubt about it. You will rather choose to stay indoor, away from people, away from public eyes, than
Because
to be out
if
there.
you see 2 or 3 persons talking at a place,
You will
feel
definitely
like,
assume that they are talking about
talking
you,
about me.
especially if they are talking and they are looking at you in a funny
they
way.
now laugh.
So it will always tarnish, it will always dent your level of the esteem, how you see yourself, how you carry yourself. So, and the moment a man is finding it difficult to go out in public, it is limiting what he can actually become. Because there is nothing you can achieve when you are indoor. You have to go out there. So, at the end of the day, these people have the tendency of not living a fulfilled life the way they would have actually wanted it to be. Now, just like we are saying, it has been proven that you are innocent. But the person that was there the day they mobbed you for raping the person, maybe the person has traveled out of the country. The person is also going to be propagating the story that
I saw a
I know
particular
this
case
person.
like that. That guy said a lady lied against his brother, and eventually the guy was beaten and battered. Eventually the guy was arrested. Then they had to chase them out of that particular environment.
Yeah.
Then later the truth came out that, the guy didn't do it. But I think 2 or 3 days later, the guy died in the hospital. And nothing happened. That was the end.
That's the sad reality.
That will now lead me to the next question. Why is it that you decided to want to talk about the trauma this guys face from those false accusations? They don't want to talk about it. She won't see best. She has apologized and she just let it slide now.
Let me tell you one very bitter truth. You will carry your cross. Only you will carry your cross. People can only try to support you either in the negative or the positive way, but eventually the cross is for you to carry alone.
It's all on you.
That is why you must go to the ends of the earth to defend yourself when you are accused. If you are accused and you know you did not do it, go through the ends of the earth again to defend yourself, because that trauma, you don't want to experience it. The reputational damage to your life, to your business, to your family, to your career. Imagine how do you want your children to see you years to come and be hearing that their dad was a rapist? How do you want your business partners to see you and they'll be scared of saying, my daughter, go and greet my friend? How do you want to feel when you go for family occasions, your friend is probably doing naming ceremony or they are doing housewarming and everybody's giving you one side funny eye look? They don't want to associate with you. So it is a trauma that nobody should experience, whether a male or a female. So if you are accused and you know you did not do it, go to the end of the earth and defend your name and reputation, because that trauma, nobody can express it
The trauma
the way
past trauma.
you cannot. Okay, this guy 20 years, imagine your mother saying the father raped 20 years, 20 years. Do you know if you born if you give birth to a 20-year-old child, and whatever your age is, at 20, you don't even
You
if
should be married yourself.
what are you saying?
Married.
You don't get capacity to do everything.
An adult,
Yes, under Nigerian law is 18 now.
Full adult.
You can give birth, you can mail, you can do anything you want. You can vote and be voted for. What are you saying? Now that man, 20 years down the line, there was a case of another footballer. I can't even remember. You guys that watch football. You can imagine. You can look at it. Immediately that those false accusations come, the club will just tell them that please, we want you to sort out your stuff. They will not pay them their wages.
All the deals they have.
The deals. How many of the
them.
deals have you had that they've
didn't get
reactivated?
They didn't.
So that is why there is no room for false accusation. If you're accused, go to court. Go and challenge the case. Anybody that has someone to accuse, go through the right channel. Because the trauma is deadly. It can lead to suicide.
I've been there at a point.
Wow.
But man wasn't raped.
I never knew.
Man wasn't raped. It was mother. Yeah.
Please, can we?
Where somebody said he has been receiving threats that somebody wanted to kill him, and he said based on the threat, the person who wanted to kill me is so person, and the person dropped it on Facebook. Oh, what did I do? That morning I greeted the person, and the person just took out a part of the message. Who said it there? Come and see comment. I started receiving calls upon calls. Hello, Ja, what did you do? Why do you want to kill him? I said, what are you talking about? And the first person that called me lived with me, stayed with me for like 8 years. I said, you lived in my house. What are you talking about? Kill who? He dropped the call, didn't tell me the details. Another person called again. Hello, guy. I'm seeing your call today. It's been a long time. He said, Baba, but why do you want to kill me? I said, kill who? He said, so. I said, if they say I want to keep messing you guys live with me for like 8 years in my house. I fed you guys are like my brothers. Have you ever seen anything like, what are you talking about? I said, go and check Facebook. Immediately I saw it, I nearly collapsed. That's why I know that, this thing they call hypertension, high blood. I needed someone to talk to, and I had to get somebody to talk to quickly, and the person told me, you know what, capture the message, put it back on that platform, the whole message. I had to put it right there. Then from there, people now started saying that, this is bad. Then I went straight to the police station, reported the case. My boss then was like, you know what, we're going to sue him, and so on and so forth. So, anyway, thank God I don't die, but it was crazy. But thank God used it to elevate me later. We go on a short break. When we come back, I still have more questions, and we have a video, one or two other videos to show you tonight on the show.
Bushmeat is not cool, but it's on sale in our cities, risking extinction and our health. And many of our iconic wild animals are threatened. So please be cool and say no to illegal bushmeat. And let's make Nigeria better for wildlife and safer for us all. Keep them wild, keep us safe.
right, you're welcome back, and the program is still Men Uncut on Western Spring Television, channel 190, DTT Star Times, and don't forget you can get past episodes of this program on our YouTube channel, that is Western Spring Television NG. All right, we've been talking about the topic false rape accusations. Can innocent man truly recover? We've been looking at that, and we've been sharing points, and you know, I have Timmy and Imprint in the studios, and they've been, you know, vibrating on this particular matter. Let's go. I have another video I want to show right now, because, you know, we have this where somebody was saying that there have been calls now that for a rape case and acquisition, false acquisition case, that there should be a kind of, you know, there should be an equal punishment. If you're jailing somebody for 7 years for rape, for false accusation too, people are clamoring, people are saying that the person who forcefully accused somebody should go and do 7 years. If he's going to do 20 years, when the truth comes out, the person should go and do 20 years. But it seems there are some sections of people in the society who do not see, who feels the weight is different. The weight of rape is bigger than the weight of false accusation. Let's see this video from someone. It was actually a program somewhere, and they were discussing about it, and a lady said something about what Yemoli talked about this thing. Let's see the video.
I want to start from, you know, this last comment where this man said, oh, a lot of men have lost their careers. I beg to differ, because I mean, we've had very popular rape cases. Now, let me remind you, some few years ago, the band was accused of rape. Whether it's true, whether it's false, we do not know, because I mean, the way they did the whole investigation. But the band still has a career today. So whether you say, oh, it was a false rape accusation or it was an actual accusation, the band has a career today. Let's not even go too far. Bosola Dakolo, the wife of Simi Dakolo, also accused Fatoyinbo Biodun, the founder of Koza Church, of raping her while she was a teenager. People talked about it, oh, today this man still has a church in Abuja that is booming, and people are still going to that church. Now, the very recent one of Pastor Chris Okafor and the whole saga with Doris, if you remember that saga that we had, this man was also accused of raping or touching his daughters. Whether it was false, whether it was true, he still came back, although he went under the radar for a while, said, oh, he wants to go and do 1 or 2. He came back, and his church is still booming. So when men come and say, oh, false rape accusation ring, I think they are just bluffing. It's not true, because even the false rape accusations, the real rape accusations, nothing is happening to these men, and that is why these things are continuing to happen. So him coming to come, I think he's being emotional and he's being sentimental instead of being logical and saying facts as it is. Now, let's now go back to Yemoli now saying that false rape accusation is as evil. It's not the same thing. I don't know whether this one is boy maths, but if you look at the scale, it is not the same thing. Rape is very bad. Rape affects a woman physically, psychologically, mentally, makes her traumatized. False rape accusation does not have the same effects. Yes, so she lied. Punish her. But you now saying that a rapist that is damaging a woman's life should have the same punishment with a false accuser, I don't think that is proper, and I don't think that is right. And also, Yemoli, where were you when this case newly came up? Why did you not speak about it to condemn rapists?
All right, you're welcome back from that. From your point of view, she says that those men still have, she mentioned the band, she mentioned
Pastor
Fatoyinbo, mentioned Okafor, that they still have their lives. And she feels that, you know, it's because, you know, they're not really doing anything about this matter. And do you agree with that?
I definitely don't agree with her. Now, the people she mentioned, the bunch, Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo, Pastor Chris Okafor, these people on a normal day are made men already. The career, even if they choose not to do anything again, the career is already made. They are fine. But imagine an upcoming person that is just figuring out his life on the path to go to success, now being met with false accusation. Definitely, this person is still trying to climb a ladder. As a matter of fact, most cases, these guys are not even very close to the ladder, not to top of climbing them yet. The people you are making reference to are already on top of the ladder. Entertainment industry, everybody knows the bunch. What can you put against the bunch that is almost going to stand if you don't have an extremely strong evidence that can actually send you to prison?
From what she's saying now, she felt they didn't do anything to those men.
The only reason why I believe nothing will be done to anybody is if you don't have tangible evidence against them. Look at the case of Daniel Alves. Daniel Alves was accused that he raped a person. This person, eventually, they had to turn away the case because they were like, there are no tangible evidences to back it up. But the truth is this, it already destroyed his career. He was playing in a particular football club before the accusation. By the time they were going to turn away the case, he could not play again because he has been in detention for a long period of time, like 2 or 3 years, before they now eventually said there is no evidence to back it up. Now, a person like that, the career is already over. And if you are talking about a person at the pinnacle of their career, Daniel Alves was at the pinnacle of his career as at then. A lot of footballers have retired at the age when the accusation came up. Neymar escaped because of a slight technical issue. Very, very slight. Mason Greenwood had the opportunity of...
He's still suffering.
Of course. He had the opportunity of still playing football, but not at the level he would want it to be. He had to be sold to a club where he does not want to be.
He had to leave England.
He had to leave England totally because of these allegations. So you cannot tell me that these men don't go through some situations. Now, if you're talking of a Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo, Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo did not say that, don't arrest me, don't question me. He did not say that. But the person talking did not provide any evidence. She only said, I want to give an account of what happened to me 18 years ago when I was 18 years old. And then you came out to tell us the story that when I was in school, Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo was my pastor. He raped me twice. You didn't provide any evidence. You cannot expect the police to arrest anybody based on this. It is your word. You don't have anything to back it up.
Which means anybody can
say anything.
And law does not just recognize...
No, law is not emotional. If you cannot provide evidence to back it up, there is nothing that will happen. But imagine, now, this is the thing. This is where the real issue is. We are talking about court of public opinion. You know that people will be apologetic to you because this person is a public figure. So, yes, I can mar your image publicly. My husband is a celebrity on a normal day. So, which means that by extension, you can also call me a celebrity. So, if I say this word, it is the word of a celebrity against another one. So, let us see how it goes. Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo never came out to say that, yes, it happened, or no, it did not happen. He didn't say anything about it. And nothing is going to be said about it because there is no evidence against him. Even though, if you sit down in your sitting room with him, he can be like, I know I made a mistake that year, but you didn't provide anything to back it up. The same thing with the case of Dibanj. The same thing with the case of Chris Okafor. The Chris Okafor in question decided to step back because of his own moral standing. That's the reason why he decided to move away a little. There is no evidence to back it up. But when you are bringing these cases up against a person that is upcoming, we are living in a system, just like you said, structural problems, systemic errors. We have them. So the system that we are running is also looking for victims. It's also looking for somebody to call a scapegoat. And you are not having any, you don't have any, you don't have anybody to back you up. So you will always be the victim when something of this nature comes up. Eventually, you will be proven innocent. But at that point, the damage is done to the man, to the image of the man.
All right, let's look at the consequences now. According to what she said now, she's weighing it. That one is bigger than the other. Rape affects the human ecology, economy, the innuendo and the fulcrum of a person's life. But false accusation is not like that. That they shouldn't. What's your take on the consequences?
It is always easier to draw analysis when it is happening from distance. But when it is closer to home, the reality will be staring you in the face. Saying I'm just trying to wrap my head around you because I was already getting to a point whereby now I'm displeased.
I think you were trying.
I was trying to restrain myself because have you sat down with the management of Dibanj? Have you sat down with Pastor Fatoyinbo to hear the negative impact those accusations had on their life, their family, their businesses? Do you know how many deals they've lost? Normally, these are people that get a lot of deals, but because you still see them moving around, okay, so because you accuse them and you could no longer defend, they should cease living on the surface of the earth, or their fame that was pre-existing before the allegation should be taken away from them. But I can say it that no man will be the same after a false rape accusation.
After any false accusation.
In fact, any false accusation of any, but since we are dealing with rape accusation now, no man will ever be the same. If the man is not affected, like physically affected in terms of business, the person will be affected emotionally. So I strongly believe that even if the penalty will not be of the same value, maybe number of years, at least the person should serve some number of years in prison too. So far that it has been established by court that truly you made false accusation against this person, because the person can lead to the mental illness
Even
of the
death.
person. Even death.
Like
People have
the way you
committed
said earlier,
suicide.
yeah.
Yes. Reputational damage. Imagine you are the sole survivor, or you are the breadwinner of your family, and you have a lot of people that depend on you, and because of that false accusation, your source of livelihood was taken away from you. That's the end. It can lead to suicide. A lot of people will just die, which means the impact of that accusation, not just on yourself, it also revolves around people around you. So I strongly believe that the person that made anybody that make any false accusation should also serve some sentences at the prison.
Or shouldn't be.
It might not be of the same. It might not be,
rape.
because to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. You cannot. That's why we are having more of this false accusation, so that next time when anybody see anything online, they first calm down. Okay.
All right, let's quickly look at the way celebrities, influencers look at this as well. And there's somebody who is also reeling from the effect of this particular thing. That is, please, let's see that picture. It's that's Simi. When the issue of Mirabella was going on, it was really hot, blah, 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 and she said something. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Stop raping women. They need to castrate rapists and burn them. And somebody replied that including the false accusers true. Anti-Simi. Then when she will talk, she said, shut the F up. So which means what she cares about is the issue of rape. She doesn't care what happens to the accuser. And she too, she has been collecting woto on that particular matter. Quickly, because we don't really have the time, within just 1 minute, what are the roles of influencers, celebrities? You know, that case is true. When something happens to somebody, you see the likes of, was it Tonto DK, all those, you know, they just, you have a joke, they will, and later you now find out that, hey, it is not what it is.
Well, I would say this as a form of advice to our so-called celebrities and public figures. One thing is important. They should always remember that they are role models to a lot of people. And whatever opinion they are saying goes a long way to affect the life of a lot of people. Before you come out to either condemn or accept or in solidarity do anything or say anything, you must be able to confirm the facts and figures very, very well. Know what you are coming out to defend. In this case, Simi really shot herself. And the reason why I said that is this: you have not confirmed anything before you started attacking. Because when I read the tweet that she wrote in the first place, I felt so disappointed, because you shouldn't be doing this. You really shouldn't. Eventually, as a matter of fact, the same day you dropped the tweet was the day it was even confirmed that it was a false allegation. Now, this lady was claiming that she was raped, but she did not say that this is the person that raped me. Is that not questionable on a normal day? Were you drugged before you were raped? You didn't say anything of such. So you coming out to talk, you are really sending a bad signal to a lot of people.
Well, because of the time, thank you very much. The lady actually, the one with David, had to come out to apologize the first time. She apologized second time, and I think the family of the guy and family of this lady are still dragging it. She has been sued for 15 million naira and some other stuff like that. In 1 minute, parting shot.
Okay. Number one, if you have any rape case, follow the due process. Though I understand that social media is powerful. Yes, it is an enabler. It gives voice to the voiceless. Okay. So when you go on social media, be ready to answer questions. To our influencers, when you see people coming out, reach out to them to get facts and figures so that you will know what to put out there so that it will not backfire on you, personality, and your career.
All right, thank you very much. And we need to know that once you start coming up with false all the time, a time is coming that someone who is a real victim of rape will come forward and people will not believe. You are also affecting those people negatively. So please let us stop the false accusations. If somebody has offended you, you do not see false accusation as a form of revenge. All right, so thank you very much, guys, for coming on the show tonight. Thank you.
always a pleasure
I really
to
appreciate
be
you.
here.
Thank
To
you
the
so
entire crew
much.
of this program, thank you very much again. And to my producer, Magic Queen, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. To my executive producer and the producer of this program as well. Thank you. I still remain Jamaica, Mr. 223, your love doctor. Wishing you a lovely night rest. Love you.